And we are live. What is going on, everyone? It's your boy Johnny Dunn, and we are back with another one. Today, epic VeVe live stream. Today is drop number 2 of the day. Earlier today, we had Captain America issue number 117, the first appearance of the Falcon. Shout out to everybody who was able to get lucky, get something on the drop. I struck out on the drop today, picked up a 3-digit low mint common once again in the marketplace. We're going to dive into the details about how that's doing right now. I'm sorry, before we dive into details about how that's doing, we're going to dive into the details of the stamp drop today. That's happening in about an hour. We have the first ever Pane of stamps. I think this could be a big deal long term. We've never seen a full Pane of stamps before. So I'm definitely interested to see how this does in the marketplace. Pretty expensive retail price, a little bit more expensive than I think people thought. So that's why I'm so curious to see how this does in the marketplace. So the details for this, we have the rare 1,888 editions. Again, 120. It's another blind box. This is the year of the tiger. Really hoping to get this one. I picked up 2 of these stamps individually, and then I finished off the set. So I'm hoping to get the year of the tiger. We see the ultra rare only has 1,688 editions. That's the year of the ox. So not too many less editions for the ultra rare compared to the rare. And because of that, I think the year of the tiger, that Pane of stamps, that's going to do really well. Then we have the last one, the secret rare, 888 edition, super rare. I think anybody who gets this one's definitely going to be in for a treat. Again, 120. This is the year of the rat. Shout out to everybody joining the chat today. Gio, Snipe the Falcon, 8118 for 1580. Let's go. Only took 2 hours to beat the bots. That's a pretty solid mint number right there, especially for the floor price. For $15, I don't think you can beat that one right there, Gio. Congrats on that, Snipe. Anytime you can get an interesting mint number like that, especially for the floor price, I think that's a good bet right there. We're going to dive into the market right now. Check out how this comic book is doing a couple hours after the drop. Now we have the secret rare. There's 49 available currently in the market, going for $454. So as we saw, it started out at about 1K, about 1,000 range. Dipped back down about half the price. That's why I think it's so important, guys, to really understand the market. If you're new to VeVe, before you even start buying a lot of these NFTs, comics, collectibles, I would even suggest just study the market. What happens after a drop? What happens before it drops? When you can start to understand and learn the market for a couple weeks, it's going to really help you out big time. Start picking the brains of a lot of experienced people that have been here for a while. Because if you just rushed right into the market, bought the secret rare comic as soon as it got into the market, you're paying about $900, $1,000, and it's dipped back down to about half of that, $454 right now. Now, I think this is a pretty solid comic book. So if anyone's looking to pick up a secret rare, maybe it dips back further. I'm not too sure how far it's going to dip, but I'm pretty sure if I had enough gems, I would probably cop a secret rare of this one. We have the ultra rare going for only 101. There's 105 available. We have 198 rares available, going for $42.99. Uncommon, going for $19.89. 430 of those available. And we have 1,080 commons available, going for $10. Now, I was wrong on this one. I thought when the floor settled on these commons, I thought it would settle around 15 to 20, or I'm sorry, a little bit over 15 to 20 bucks. I thought it would probably be about 25-ish, but it looks like it's even lower than I thought. So I don't think these comics have too much demand right now. But when things start to pick up, I could see that one doing a little bit better than it's doing right now. I'm going to go over some of these other prices. I started to go over some of the smaller drops like the Mighties, so I'm going to go over some of the bigger ones right now again. I'm going to go over Ultraman, actually. Ultraman is one that I haven't really reviewed too much lately. We got Edu. I'm glad to see it's over 1K. It's 1.4K. We saw Edu explode a couple weeks ago. Took a little cooler down. It's back up 1.4K. For a while, it wasn't even over 1K. I struggled to get over 1K for a while. Ultraman 7, $519. I do like Ultraman 7 a lot. I think that's going to be a big one. That's the uncommon. Ultraman Ace, it's another good one. We have the rare 1.9K. Crazy to see that one at 1.9K. It's about half of what it was at a couple weeks ago. And just a couple months ago, Ultraman Ace was only a few $100s. Unbelievable. Shout out to anyone who stacked them. Got Ultraman Common, $415 is the price. I think Ultraman's one of those that are definitely going to explode once we see other cultures start to come into VeVe, once we start to see the VeVe app being able to be read in different languages. The secret rare poster of Ultraman, that's up at 1K. Todd Batman, that 1,000 mint got picked up earlier. We have one that just dipped back down below 11K, 10.9K for Todd. Rizzo's basically what it was at before, 17.9K. FA Joker took a little dippity dip, 1.3K. Feel pretty solid with FA Joker. FA Harley Quinn went up a tad bit, tiny bit, 763. I think it was about 750 last time I talked about FA Harley Quinn. I think FA Harley Quinn is definitely a sleeper still. I'm surprised it's not up there with FA Joker. Nightwing, 2.3K. I got a tiny boost from, I think, earlier today. Joe Mad Batman, 1.3K. Becky, 2.1. Batman Who Laughs, 305. Be interesting to see how long that stays around 200, 300 range. The Bombshell, Starfire, 1.5K. Starfire has been so interesting to me. I'm surprised that really hasn't exploded. Starfire has been about 900 to 2K for the longest time. I'm really expecting a big run on Starfire eventually. Big Barda, 1K. Same with Big Barda. Those two, I'm really surprised they haven't exploded. I'm guessing it's just the popularity of them. It's not as big as some of these other iconic superheroes like we see. But being an OG season 1, so rare, 1,000 editions basically from both. Full sets each. Eventually they're going to explode, I think. Wish I had duplicates of them. Only have one of each. We have Death at 545, 100 left in the market. 252 Harley Quinn Deluxe 2, 169. Let's check out some other Mickey Mouse. Let's go over the Steamboat ones. All together now, the ultra rare creeped back up to 8.1K. I think the last time I talked about this was at like 7K range, 7.5. Good to see the ultra rare. I think that one's an iconic collectible right there. I mean, that's the first appearance of Mickey Mouse in real life. That's going to be huge. Being the Mickey Mouse NFT collection Series 1, we're going to see Series 2, Series 3 eventually. I'm not sure when, but sometime soon. Probably later this year. I can guarantee you these are going to go crazy. Once Series 2 drops, Series 3, and so on. The Happy Whistle, the Uncommon, just under 1K. We got one listed at $999. The Jaunty Jig, the Common going for $874. I'll go over the Mickey Mouse. I was going over the 3D collectible Mickey Mouse. We can talk about the first edition Mickey Mouse ones that just dropped. Now, I really like these a lot. We've never seen a first edition Mickey Mouse yet. We've obviously seen the first appearance of Mickey Mouse with the partner statue there. That's an iconic collectible, guys. To have Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse first appearance together in one golden statue. Oh, man, that's going to be unbelievable. But this is the first time we've ever seen the first edition Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, Goofy. These first edition cards, I think, will be a big deal. We have Minnie going for $498. Took a little minor dip. I think it was just over 500 last time we talked about Minnie. I think that's going to do great, though. Mickey Mouse is up at 530. About the same, maybe up just a tad hair. Pretty much the same last time we talked about it. Donald Duck, the Uncommon, going for 700. Big fan of Donald Duck. Wish I had one of these. Got Daisy Duck, the rare, going for 400. Definitely interested to see if Daisy Duck keeps climbing or it's just not as popular, so it's dipping or it's just staying the same. I think that's an undervalued one. Being a rare, $400. Then we got the ultra rare Pluto, just under 1K. So I think that's a 1K collectible. 995. We'll see how far that dips before it goes back up. We have Goofy. Goofy's been chilling at 3.4K. I think that's a 5 to 10K collectible eventually too. Given some time, may take a couple more weeks, but I see those keep on climbing up. The chances of getting today and tomorrow's drop are slim. That's a fact right there. It's not going to be easy, guys. Today's pretty limited. The stamp panes, super limited. And then tomorrow, big fan of those dragons. I'm not sure if anybody here follows me on Twitter, but I put out a little post of the red and the gold one. Those are my favorite ones, those two. I'll show you guys what they look like in anticipation for tomorrow's drop. So we have the Imperial Lotus Dragon, Series 1. So anytime we have Series 1, you can bet we're going to have Series 2, Series 3, and so on. It always focuses up when I don't really need it, and then opposite when I need it. All right, so we got the Common. Common's actually probably my least favorite out of all the colorway today, or for tomorrow's drop. Usually I'm a big fan of the way the Commons look. And some people like the Commons the best, actually, on this one. But for me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of the Common. Love the Torch Dragon. The red and the gold, the details on that one, I think look amazing. Personally, that's just my favorite. Then we have the Jade. I think overall, the Jade will do really well once these cultures come here. Jade's a really popular color for a lot of different communities. And then the gold one, the all gold. I think this one looks awesome. Everybody knows gold on VeVe does amazing. Big fan of the gold personally. I love gold anything. But it doesn't have the eyes. I noticed the Jade and the gold, they don't really have eyes you can see. And there's something about the red torch, the way you can see the eyes, I like a lot. So me personally, if somehow I can sneak out a gold on the drop, because I think that's going to be super expensive. It's the ultra rare of the group. There's only 888 of these. So if I can sneak out somehow and land a gold one, I would be ecstatic. And then I'll probably go in the marketplace and try to buy a Torch Dragon before that one gets up too expensive. And then I would call it a wrap. I don't think I would go after the set, even though I would love to if I could afford it. But I don't think I'm going to be able to afford the common and the rare if I go for the other ones. So I'm just going to, I'm going to call it quits after the red and gold one. I'll be pretty happy with that. Nice. You got a secret rare Falcon. I think that's going to do great. He says he notices the bots always drop down the price. See, what I'm thinking is happening right now, and I think a lot of other people in the community are thinking the same thing. A lot of those bots may be trying to cash out real quick, so they're trying to just get the gems off or get the collectible off as fast as possible, get the gems as soon as you can and sell them off. That could be happening right now, so hopefully the VeVe team is aware of that, and they're going to be checking that out. And also, there could be some manipulation happening, possibly. A lot of people try to set the floor low. They scoop all the ones that they want. They delist all their ones that they have in a wall that's created. Once they delist their wall, the price usually skyrockets after that. So where do you see F.A. Harley and Goblin at? I think F.A. Harley Quinn, Season 1 collectible, that's easily over $1,000. The fact that it's not over $1,000 yet kind of blows my mind. I still have a second one. I still have a duplicate of that one. I've been waiting for it to go up to at least like $1,500 to flip that one. I'm always going to hold my one. I have two left of the Harley Quinns. I have a low mint 200 and then a higher mint, but like 2,000. So for me, I've been shocked that it's not up above 1,000 yet. Even at 1,000, I think I'm in that debate. Unless a collectible comes out that I really, really want, that's probably when I would flip that second Harley Quinn. But if I'm able to get some other gems with holding that one, I'm going to hold the second Harley Quinn for a while because Season 1 FA of one of the most popular characters. That with the FA Joker, really wish I still had a whole bunch of duplicate FA Jokers. I think FA Joker is going to do amazing. It's at 1.4K right now. Usually the FA Joker runs and then the Harley Quinn follows it. That's always been the pattern. I don't think Harley Quinn has ever been completely half of what Joker has been. I'm surprised it's that low. I see FA Joker being a 5 to 10K collectible eventually. Once Todd runs up, and Todd's 20, 30, 50K, before it runs up to 100K, that's when I see the FA Joker start to run up there, touch 5K. But we'll see if the Joker can get past 2K. We'll see. I think it should easily. So big fan of FA Harley Quinn, to answer your question. And Green Goblin, I have both. I have Green Goblin and FA Harley Quinn. Only one Green Goblin. I think that's going to do great. Let's see what the price is real quick. Last time I checked, it was just over $850. So we'll see the price action on it right now. I think the Mighty sets will do great. We all kind of think there's some kind of game coming in the future. And if that is the case, a lot of these will skyrocket even more because people are going to want to play with their favorite superheroes, with Doctor Doom, with Spider-Man, with the Fantastic Four, with Green Goblin. Green Goblin's huge. So Green Goblin's actually dipped a whole $100 actually. It was just up above 850 and now it's back down below 770. So it's at 750 right now. But as you can see, they're all private accounts that are selling it. So that's something that I really take into consider. Just because it's a private account doesn't mean that it's not a real person, right? But it is odd that a lot of these collectibles have been dipping, right? And the people that have been selling them, the last 20 people that keep the floor real low, are private accounts. So it's just something, if you're new tuning in, take a look to see who you're buying it from possibly. I try my best to always make sure I'm buying from someone, a real person. But sometimes the floor is just so low, it's a low mint, whatever the case may be. I do end up just buying one without checking. Because sometimes you go to check if it's a real person, you go to buy it, and then that's taken. So that's always frustrating, but I try my best to make sure I'm buying from real people. So that's definitely one thing you may want to consider. Do you think the new SM Mighty is undervalued? Let's see what the price of this new Spider-Man one is. It's not the FA Spider-Man, but again, this is the first Spider-Man in the Mighty Marvels series. So it's at 150 right now. Yeah, I do kind of see it being undervalued. I don't think it should be below 200. But then again, there is 954 available in the market still, so maybe it does dip back down to like 100, 125. That might be its all-time low if it does, because it came out pretty high in the market. One just got listed for 148, but then it goes back up to 155. I think if you can get one for that 150 range, it's definitely a good deal, in my opinion. Not financial advice. I got a Mickey Mouse common, show sneakers, hodl. I would hodl that. Not financial advice. Nothing I say is financial advice. The one that came out recently. So you have the first edition Mickey Mouse card. The way I look at this is, obviously we've seen Mickey Mouse first appearance in 3D collectible form with the partner statue. That's going to be amazing, right? Even though these are 2D cards, at the end of the day, this is Mickey Mouse first edition. We've seen the first appearance. We've seen Steamboat Willie without the FE, without the FA tag. Iconic collectible. I think that one doesn't even need the tag, to be honest, to have value. It's already valuable without it. And now we see the first edition Mickey Mouse. We're not going to see, another first edition Mickey Mouse, I don't believe. Not in these lenticular cards either. We may see a first edition Mickey Mouse painting by a specific artist. Now that could happen. But this is the first edition Mickey Mouse on the blockchain. First edition Minnie Mouse. First edition Donald Duck, Goofy, Pluto, all of them. Daisy Duck. I think the cards will do great. How much time do you think we have to wait until we can cash out on Immutable X for ETH? So I think it's going to depend. I think it's going to be a slow wave of users, groups by groups, until everybody can. I think that's what you mean, right? Are you talking about the MTL or being able to transfer collectibles to Immutable X? Because I believe I thought VeVe just tweeted something else, but it was something else. Because I think the transferring the collectibles to Immutable X is going to happen fairly soon now that we're on Ethereum. I think we'll be able to within probably the next few weeks, I would imagine. I think end of February is going to be huge. Maybe early March if things get pushed back for whatever reason. But being able to convert your gems into US dollars or whatever currency you use, not ETH, but you'll be able to convert these gems to US dollars. That's probably going to happen, like I said, in waves. Like, it's not going to be a flip of the switch and then everybody can just cash out at once. It's being rolled out slowly in groups until everybody possibly can. Do he respond at questions? I'm responding right now. It's a little bit late. I'm trying to get to everybody. So hopefully that answers your question, Char. Because you will be able to send your NFTs from VeVe to the Immutable X platform once that gets fully developed. And then you'll be able to sell your NFTs for Ethereum or for more OMI, whatever the case may be. You think Supergirl will be better than Green Goblin? Supergirl FA? Possibly. Supergirl Kid version? I would say no. I'm going to take a look at what Supergirl's going for right now. Because me personally, I would rather have FA Green Goblin, even in the Mighty's form. But Supergirl, first appearance in that premium format is going to be iconic. I mean, that's a well-known superhero right there. So 1,000, I feel like it's dipped a little bit. There's only 113 left. Big fan of the Supergirl FA. Let's go to Green Goblin real quick. Green Goblin's legendary too. I mean, that's a legendary character that everybody knows. So is Supergirl. Both FAs. Green Goblin 754. That's a tough one right there. I think Supergirl may be safer, but I'm telling you right now, if there's a game that comes out with these Mighties like everybody thinks, I would hate to rely your decision just based on speculation, but I'm pretty confident that there will be some kind of game for these Mighties. So I can see Green Goblin being huge once that happens. But it's also Supergirl FA is part of a good series too, which is a good collection. And they're going to be dropping more and more series. The Cover Girls, there's going to be a lot more Cover Girls. This is just series 1 of the DC Cover Girls. So I bet as soon as they release series 2, the series 1 will probably pop off then. Oh, this is a great buy right here. Bought 2 Donald Ducks for around 530 after the drop. Solid. That's like 7 something right now. Donald Duck, in my opinion, probably has the best music too. 700 right now. Spider-Man fan 12351. He just listed one. So it was 720. 700 is the floor right now. Biggest sleeper is Spider-Man 2099. Love this collectible. This is the FA of it. Secret rare too. This is the first secret rare of the Marvel Mighties. Common is hands down the better looking one from Grouch. The common, what? Are you talking about Minnie or Mickey? Or for the stamps? Or for the dragons, you might mean? I'm not sure which collectibles you mean. Big fan of Batgirl FA. I think Batgirl FA is slept on. We got 7 minutes until the market closes. Let me take another look at Batgirl. Yeah, Batgirl's only 173. I wish you were talking about Batgirl a couple months ago because it wouldn't sell out of the store. It was so new. People just didn't really understand where this could go yet. 173 is the floor right now. I think it's still super slept on. Mara is only 187. That's the rare in the group. Batgirl and Catwoman are probably more popular, though. That's why they're up there in price. Catwoman's 309 right now. I like that set a lot. They're all FAs. Not too many sets have all FA of characters that are pretty popular. What's going on in the Red Julius? This drop's already irritating me. Oh, man, Harv. Well, hopefully, you have some good luck today. Ooh, rental predictions for blue chip collectibles. Like first Marvel drop, Spider-Man Secret Rare, or DeLorean. So I'm not sure what you mean by rental predictions. You mean price-wise for predictions, or like which collectibles could be rented out first? Definitely see the vehicles being rentable. I think vehicles is a given for sure, for a couple of reasons. I think as the VeVeverse gets developed in iterations, right? It's not going to be boom, VeVeverse is here. It's going to be slow iterations at a time. And people are going to want to get to showroom, people's houses, different attractions, events that happen right in the VeVeverse. And you're probably going to be able to walk there. Walking may take a while. So people will probably want a car. If you can't afford a car, what's going to happen? You're probably going to rent a car, right? Also, not only will you be able to get to places faster, one, it's a stunt if you have, the first ever car or a Lamborghini car, etc. But three, these certain vehicles may unlock certain places in the VeVeverse. Maybe you took a James Bond glider, right? You rented out the glider from somebody. And now that glider enables you to get to maybe a James Bond island or something like that. So just different little things that could happen possibly with the renting out vehicles. Renting out Secret Rare Spider-Man would be huge for people to take pictures with, to show off the stunt, right? You have the Marvel's first ever NFT. That's going to be big time. Also, I think comic books. I think renting out comic books will be huge because, one, it's like for the stunt, right? To have that Marvel's Comics #1. Like a low mint common showing off that mint number, or the Secret Rare showing off that cover art. I think that's going to be huge. One, for the stunt of that. But two, it's a fully readable comic. These collectibles and comics, comics especially, are so rare in the real world. Some people have never even read this comic book. So I guarantee you that people are just going to want to read the comic book. And maybe by then, all the rarities are over $1,000, maybe over $5,000. You can't own that at that point for the average person. So what would they do? They would rent it out, be able to read that comic book for themselves and maybe to their kids. Also, renting them out from, different celebrities. Say Logan Paul has a comic book and you want to rent that out from him. That's going to say ownership rented from Logan Paul or Johnny Dunn, for example. Different influencers, different creators, right? To own these comics from someone, that could mean a lot to people. So comics are another one I think could definitely easily be rented out. Is there any consequences if we buy it from the bot on market? I don't think there's any consequences. Like if you unknowingly just buy it from somebody in the market that happens to be a bot account, I don't think there's any consequences for that because there's no way to really tell. That's why I would say just try your best to buy it off real people if you can. Again, not always does it mean that if someone has a profile that's private, it's a not real account. So it's tough. You can't always tell, but I mean, when you try your best. First Secret Rare is huge. I think he's talking about the Goofy, right? That's the first ever Disney Secret Rare. Meta Money, you holding Omi? I am holding Omi. Of course I'm holding Omi. Let's go for all the Omi holders out there. See, I think this is an okay one to do that for. LA Omi Homies just said, I'm getting risky on this one. I will not load gems, and if I get the drop, I will add them at the buy screen. Again, I think this is an okay one to do that for. You can definitely kind of get risky with that. And when I say risky, there's a couple of reasons why it's risky when you do that. The VeVe team has said you can do that, and it is possible. That way you don't have to add 120 gems to your account because you may not get it, and then you're left with 120 gems. And some people, maybe they only wanted to add in 120 gems if they were getting the collectible in the drop. So that's why they did say that you can wait until you confirm that you get the new drop and then add in your gems. But again, it's risky for that because like we've seen before, time after time, you go to buy it, you go to add gems, error happens, it logs you out, and unfortunately, you just get unlucky at that point. So that's the risk involved when you wait until you add gems. But I've also heard plenty of people who do it no problem. So I think you should be fine. "30 minutes ago, V Kurt in the building. I need all the luck for these drops now. I haven't got one in a while. Wishing you some good luck. Good luck to everybody out there. Drops have definitely been pretty hard. Now, there's a couple things you can do to get ready for the new drop system. We all know that this drop system is not going to stay the way it is right now. So if you have been struggling, if you've been striking out big time, there is good news coming soon. There's hope. We have a new drop system coming. It's probably going to be either at the end of this month or next month. It's going to be a queue system, meaning it's not going to be first come, first serve. You don't have to worry about hitting it exactly at the right second. Basically, people are going to be in the login window, or whatever you want to call it, in the queue window for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then it's going to randomly distribute a collectible to those people that are in there. And so it's not going to be as skillful. You don't need to be like boom, time it perfect. It's going to be a little bit more randomized, so it should benefit everybody. Now, a lot of people are against this one, against this new drop system. A lot of people are for it. I just hope majority of the people are happy. Now, there's a couple things you can do to increase your chances when this happens. You're going to be able to buy lottery tickets to increase your chances. In order to buy lottery tickets, it's going to cost Master Collector Program points. Now, in order to get Master Collector Program points, there's different ways you can earn them. You can earn them by completing sets. The more collectibles in your set that you complete, the more of a bonus you're going to get. Comics help, the rare, the ultra rare, the secret rare, they all have different price points. So those points you're going to be accruing daily. And then every 6 months, they restart. So within that 6 month period, you're going to be able to use your Master Collector Program points, buy lottery tickets, increase your chances on those drops. And then that way it rewards those collectors. And it's a little bit more randomized of a chance. So some people are excited for it. Some people can wait on it. I'm interested to see how it does. I have no idea how it's going to go. For me, I think it's going to be a little bit less fun, exciting. You guys know I love these drops, but as long as everybody's happy, I think I'll be happy. JD, we got to add the phone to the VeVe museum. That could happen, Punch, because my phone has turned it into, a legend itself. It's helped me out tremendously. We got Paz in the building. Today will be tough. Absolutely, Lori. If anybody's able to get one of these drops, shout out to you, because super rare. I mean, the 888 edition secret rare is going to be impossible to get. The good thing about this is it's a blind box. So you're not going to have to try to go for the secret rare by itself. And it's not like one of those old school drops. I used to love the old school drops a little bit more than the blind boxes until I would say probably Disney happened. That's when I realized, okay, we can't be going for these drops the same way we used to. So I like the fact that they're doing blind boxes now, because blind boxes at least allow you to have more of a chance because there's more additions in there, commons. And then it gives you a small chance to get lucky and luck out with that secret rare or ultra rare. So I think the opportunity to at least get in is a little bit better. Hello from Switzerland. Good luck to everybody on the drop. Thank you, Jim, for joining from Switzerland. Shout out to you guys out there. Appreciate you for tuning in today. Good luck on the drop. It's going to be super hard today once again. My hair always looks different because it's absolutely wild in the back. So I try to make it look like I almost don't have long hair. One of these days, I probably will cut my hair completely and people will be shocked. I grew up my whole life having short hair. Probably because of sports. I couldn't deal with playing sports with long hair. But the last 2 or 3 years, I've been growing out for the first time in my life. What's going on, Breezy681? Punch went to school in Switzerland. That's pretty cool. So what are we thinking is the price, these stamps, and their overall growth? This is going to be interesting. $120, right, for stamps. I think people are kind of shocked at this, especially because the stamps before were, I think, $6 maybe. Let me double check on the price. Individual stamps are retailing for, what do they retail for? Yep, $6. $6. Interesting. So now we have 20 of them. So that's why the retail price is $120. Makes sense, actually. Let me get back to the drop. Did you hit a comic this morning? No, I did not pass. Struck out big time. I felt like my timing was perfect. Just happens that way, Like I said, it's not guaranteed. Let me go back to the drop. Let me see if I have it on video. I do. Felt like I was pretty good time right there. I didn't even get a heavy load message. I know. I felt like I was right on time. Maybe I was a little split millisecond late, but I feel like with that timing, I'd be okay with that every time. What's going on, Z's World? Yep. Good luck to you as well, Tim. To go over these stamps, I mean, I think they're going to come out pretty pretty expensive, I would think. Especially if you get the 888, 888 editions. That's going to be that's probably going to be over $1,000 right away. 120 plus. Man, what do you guys think? I don't know what the other two are going to go for. I think this is going to be a pretty expensive set, though. I think this is going to be. I'm not sure how it's going to hold up. I expected maybe to come out expensive right away. I'm not sure how much demand there's going to be, so maybe the price falls. People try to sell it off real quick, undercut each other. Maybe the price dips pretty far, and then maybe in a couple weeks we get an announcement that VeVe is now the text and everything. The language is now being able to be read in all different languages. If that happens, I see these exploding. A lot of these collectibles on VeVe are geared for a whole bunch of different cultures, and a lot of these cultures aren't here yet. So I think once we have the opportunity to take advantage of this, obviously we can't get everything unless you have unlimited pockets like Dr. Profit. Shout out to all those whales out there. But a lot of us, we have to kind of pick and choose, which ones we want to go after. Do you think it's risky transferring gems from one phone to another being banned from VeVe? Yeah, I would say so. Like you have one account that's banned from VeVe, or someone that's banned from VeVe and transferring gems to another account. Yeah, I feel like that's not a good thing. They probably banned that account for a reason. So I feel like if you're taking gems from them, you're like tainted gems at that point. Yeah, Paz, I'm not so sure about that question. Some of these questions I'm getting today are kind of crazy. But I guess all questions are good, right? Can you earn them by staking? Can you earn what? So you're not going to be able to earn OMI or gems by staking because they don't want it to be a security. If you were to stake your OMI to get rewarded in OMI, I believe that would be considered a security. So then you wouldn't be able to. There'd be a lot more restrictions around it. I'm pretty sure they're treating it as an in-app currency, and that's completely different, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, as it's different than a security. When is this getting added? Deej, I'm not sure which part you're talking about. Let me know again which part. William said, "Hey, Johnny, I sold one Elsa and one C3PO ahead of the Disney drop. Could have sold for 6K more if I held. Ah, man. Yeah, Elsa's a big one right there. C3PO is part of Star Wars. Hey, but William, you know what? You took profits. You can never time the top perfect on all of these. And a lot of the times, these are just going to nonstop keep growing. So the top's not even in sight anytime soon. So, maybe you put those gems to use in a better case. It's never an L if you use those gems in the right way. Maybe you sold Elsa and C3PO. If you held out, you could have had an extra 6K more. But whatever you got with those gems, maybe you put it to use in some other collectibles. They rise up in value. So September changed. September, everything changed. Paz said, yeah, I agree with that. At least I got an extra each for flipping, following your tips of getting 3 in each drop. Yeah, I think, and not so much 3 in each drop. I think it's just 3 of your collectibles that you really, really love or think that are really, really valuable. And the reason behind that is because when you only get one collectible that you love, for instance, say if I only got one Todd McFarlane Batman when I first found VeVe, it's amazing, but I feel kind of stuck at that point. When more and more drops happen, I don't have any more liquid cash to put into it. So I have to hold on to that top Batman, let that appreciate. But then what? It's just for my collection because I only have one of them. Gets the 100K. Do I sell it, but I'll never have that Todd Batman again? So you're really forced into tough decisions. When you have 3 of those Batman, like I even had more than 3 at one point, but like right now I have 3. So I'm in a great position. Say it gets to 100K, right? Todd is one I'm probably still going to keep just because of the situation that I'm in. But for example purposes, I have 3 Todd. So when it gets to 50K, 100K, now I can sell one at 100K, still hold 2 for my collection because I love Todd Batman. It's like my favorite collectible. And say the next day or next week later, it goes from 100K to 500K. If I had one of them and I sold it, I'd be like, oh man, maybe I sold it too early. But since I have 2 left, it just went up to 500K. Now I'm saying to myself, well, do I sell another one? I could sell off another one at 500K. So, I mean, when you have multiple, it's an amazing situation that you can be in. 2 is great, but 3 is even more ideal. Because like I said, you could sell off one too early and then say, oh, wow, maybe I sold too early. You only have 1 left. When you have 3, you still got that duplicate. And if you have even more, then you're set. So duplicates, I would say not of every drop, but of your favorite drops, favorite collectibles, comics, or ones that you find really, really valuable. When you can get duplicates of those, crucial to building your collection. Serial Killer Season 1, you get the whole set before anything sold out. It's unbelievable. Was that like one of the last drops you could do that with, Pads? Do you remember? Oh, nice. Jason just picked up a Todd at 10.8K. I'm surprised it dipped that low. He said, I hope I didn't overpay. I don't think you overpaid at all, man. I'm glad you got a Todd. That's the first VeVe NFT. I truly believe that Todd McFarlane Batman will be one of those collectibles that you could use as collateral to put a down payment on your house with one day. That's the way we're going with these blue chip NFTs. And they're already doing that with NFTs that aren't even licensed by the biggest brands in the world. So what's going to happen when this gets mainstream and now everybody's in the NFTs that are licensed not by random people? This is by Disney. It's by Marvel, DC, Givenchy. These are the blue chip NFT. VeVe has the best NFTs in the entire world. Plain and simple. That may be my opinion, but I also believe, I would say the part that's factual, it's not that they're the best. That's my opinion. But the fact that they're the biggest NFTs in the world, licensed by the biggest brands in the world, that's a factual statement. So I think it's only a matter of time before people really start to realize what this really is. And the other NFTs are great too. Like, don't get me wrong. I want as many people to get into the NFT space as possible. And there's benefits to a whole bunch of NFTs. I mean, NFTs from artists are amazing. And a lot of these other NFT projects, the good thing about them is you own the IP. The bad thing about them is no one knows what the IP is. So it's a little debate going on. I hope all NFT projects do well, because like I always say, the more people that come into the NFT space, the more people that are going to find VeVe. VeVe has something for everyone, and everyone is a fan of something. So I do hope all these other NFT projects do somehow survive. That'd be great for the whole entire space. Yeah, the new drop system sounds kind of like pay to win. I can I can understand how it sounds like that, Breezy. And to an extent, maybe a little bit, but they have so many different caveats to where it's not really like that. Meaning you can earn 25 Master Collector program points a day just by liking pictures, by commenting on the feed, engaging on the app. That's something that they wanted to incorporate, so it wasn't to where you just have to pay for things to get points. It is a collecting app, so they will reward people for collecting. That's just part of life, right? But they wanted to make it so you can, without spending a lot of money, you can still get 25 Master Collector program points a day just by doing nothing besides engaging with the app. So I think that's big. You got them lucky fingers ready. What's good, fam? What's going on, MSC squad? We the people, the oversaturation has to be purposely done for prices to come down for new users, right? Oversaturation, what do you mean by that? Like how many drops? VeVe has always stated that they're going to ramp up the drops, multiple drops a day. probably at least a handful of drops a week too. It just goes to show you though that that's how many people they plan to have on this app. This is going to be an app that everybody's on one day. Instagram, Twitter, it's the same thing that's happening, but you get to collect your favorite brands on top of that. One whole sheet equals $120. That's a fact. Yep. Jim's asking, if I don't win the drop, how much can I put to buy the secret rare on the marketplace? So the secret rare, unfortunately, Jim, I think is going to be pretty expensive in the marketplace. Being $120, the first ever Pane of stamps, and the fact that there's only 888 of them, I think you're looking at a couple $1,000s, my man. Now, I don't know exactly how much it's going to come out to. And again, it may not be the best idea to buy right away if they come out extremely expensive. Sometimes with super limited drops like that, like we saw with the Dragon Girl, the ultra rare Dragon Girl from season 1 has 888 editions. I got one of those on the drop. Woo! And then I picked up a second one. I was looking at it and I said, oh my gosh, this looks too good for me to ever sell. Meaning I have one of them and it looks amazing. I'm never going to be able to sell it, but I'm going to want to. So I had to buy a second one. I thought I bought it for like $700, but I looked at the details, ended up paying $900 for it right away. Now, if it wasn't gold, 888 editions, typically that $900 would dip back down after the hype went away. And then you could buy it probably for half that price in the market. Kind of like we saw the secret rare comics do today. They started out like 1,000. Now they're like 450. Now is probably the opportunity to get into it after that hype died down a little bit. So, like I was saying, with the Dragon Girl, something super, super limited, 888 editions. It doesn't always dip before it goes back up. Like I was going to continue my story with, I bought that Dragon Girl for $900 as soon as it hit the market. Wasn't sure if it was going to dip. That thing just took right off. And I think it's because it looked amazing and there was only 888 editions. It just took off. The stamps could do the same thing if the demand is there. If the demand's not there, maybe they start out at a couple thousand, few thousand, and they dip a little bit. No one really knows the answer to these. It's all about just trying to give your best estimate, give your best guess. Sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. But I think they're going to be pretty expensive in the marketplace, the secret rares for sure. Paz is going with the real life example. So the stains in real the stamp panes in real life go for $20 or less. But that's not the first stamp pane in the world either. I bet if you look for the first ever stamp pane, it's probably pretty expensive if you still had that. And plus the other thing is, I mean, if you look at some of these physical collectibles, you're not even close to what the digital one is, right? And that's because I think, like I was saying in the last live stream, the digital collectibles, digital comics, digital stamps, it makes everyone with an iPhone a collector. I would have never gone out and bought physical collectibles if it wasn't for the digital VeVe app or the digital collectibles on the VeVe app. So because of that, I think everything digital will be more expensive than a physical counterpart because that many more people have access to it, that much easier. I think they will do good long term. I'm not sure about that. There probably will still be rebounds, Albert. Not as many. Interesting. I think technically a VPN is not allowed. Am I wrong about that? But they're probably doing it to get around their rules and laws in China, right? SEC trying to find everyone out here. I'm not sure when we're going to be able to stake, Billy. I think not for another couple months. Staking is like a later part that will take place. Hey, Dubes in the house. What's going on, brother? What's going on, Meiji? I'm back, Johnny. What's up? Do you think first VeVe set will overtake first Marvel set? I think in time, as VeVe starts to grow, you know, the name becomes a household name. That's when people are like, you have the first set on VeVe? Like right now, if you told the world you have the first set on VeVe, they would say, what's VeVe? If you told the world you have the first ever Marvel collectibles, it would probably say, wow. So that's why I say it's going to take some time, I think, before VeVe is that household name that everybody knows. Then it's like, wait, what? How'd you get the first set on VeVe? Because I was collecting when he didn't even know what VeVe was. So that's kind of that shift I think that will probably have to take place. I got 3 Elsas for 600 total. Amazing pass. Unbelievable. Sold 2 for 1,600 total. And then used the gems to scoop up decon sets. Should have held the princess, obviously, but now I'm at 43 sets. Wow. Shout out to you, Paz. You still got 1 Elsa, though, right? Looks like you sold 2 of them for 1,600. And you got 3 of them. So, yeah, you still got 1 Elsa. I think Elsa is going to be big long term and even short term. It's just going to be a huge collectible. And like you just said, use those gems to stack up some other things. Maybe those sets go off, right? We'll see how Immutable X does. Time alone will add 15 to 20% to all of last year's drops. That's actually a great point, CJ. I agree with that. Look what time has done just from this summer compared to now with these collectibles, right? I agree with that. Just think of time alone, right? What that's going to do for the appreciation. Then you think about VeVe now on Ethereum. That's a huge shift that just happened. Then you think about when MTL's here and everybody who was afraid to put in millions, hundreds of thousands, will now just put it in without worrying about having to take it back out because now they can. That's huge. What about when celebrities start really promoting VeVe, Omi? Then on top of it all, right? Then you have crypto. When people are able to buy this with crypto, I mean, forget about it. It's over. It's a wrap. Being able to buy it with US dollars enables that accessibility to the worldwide. Everybody in the world, kids, that's why Call of Duty, Fortnite, billion-dollar industry in microtransactions. Why? Because you can buy with a credit card. That ease of access is there. That's why I think VeVe is going to be on everybody's phone. Everyone's going to be on VeVe because of ease of access. And then when you allow being able to buy in crypto, boom, the ease of access is there. The money's there now. The liquidity, prices will be through the roof. When season 4? Yeah, good point. It's got to be around the corner, right? I would say next month or so, right? Yep, Jackal. It's amazing when this happens. Kind of blows my mind because I forget about it all the time. I'm so used to seeing the Batman on there. Jackal said, "What do you think the future of common Spider-Man is? He kind of is the face of that when you open it." And I agree. But for those OGs out there, we know that Batman was actually on the face of the cover. And that Batman that was on there hasn't dropped yet on VeVe. I wonder if they change it back when that drop happens. But I think Spider-Man could possibly stay on there for a while because Spider-Man is today's most popular superhero. So I think it was an amazing job for them. I don't know why they had Batman on there. Well, I know why they had Batman on there because they had the license first. They had the Batman license, I believe, before they had the Marvel license. They at least announced it before. So Batman was on there because they didn't have the Marvel license at the time. They didn't announce they had the Marvel license at the time, I should say. So Batman was there, and then Spider-Man. They'll probably keep Spider-Man on there for a while. 6 minutes to the drop, everybody. Mr. Best, great question. Do you need gems already in your account to get, or can you buy a checkout? The safe route, if you have extra money and you're able to do it, I would say enter the gems before this drop. If you don't want to enter the gems, you're tight on money and you don't want to enter the gems in now, the money from your bank, they say you can wait until checkout, meaning you can go for this drop with 0 gems in your account. If you don't get it, you don't get it. If you get it, you can hit confirm, and then you have a chance to add in your gems. Now, I've seen people get to that stage and it exits out, error happens, whatever the case is, and they don't get it. And they're frustrated because they could have got it, but they didn't add in the gems before. Now, that's why I say if you have the cash and you're able to do it and you're okay with it, I would say do it beforehand. But if money's tight and you're not sure, you still have a possibility to make that happen at the checkout. Todd will pass up Rizzo. Yeah, I think so too. Eventually, short term, I think there's just the scarcity of Rizzo. The floor can just be set too high. The first ever ultra rare, first edition, Rizzo is going to be huge. One, because it looks amazing too. But I think as VeVe becomes that household name over the years, I say medium to long term, Todd overtakes it. Yeah, I do say it. I do think so. Most people can't see that happening because the edition count. They say 7,000 editions. Like, no way, right? 7,500 compared to 1,750. But think about that. That's only like 6,000 editions. Is 6,000 editions really that much when there's 25 million people in the app? It means a big difference, but it doesn't outweigh the significance of being the first ever VeVe NFT, the first appearance of Batman, and the first ever DC collectible. I don't think 6,000 editions will outweigh that. Yeah, it's just the way it's organized right there, Z's World. It's a known fact that the top Batman is the first VeVe NFT. It's the first appearance Batman. Collect the win. We got 3 minutes and 15 seconds to the drop. Yep, absolutely. Even less than 888 editions. Great point, Paz. Falcon is way too undervalued. I flipped my uncommon Spidey. I flipped my uncommon Spider-Man to one secret rare. Oh wow, really? This is amazing. He said Falcon is way too undervalued. I flipped my uncommon Spider-Man to one secret rare, two ultra rares, and for two commons. That's amazing. Is that the Spider-Man you're talking about? The first ever Marvel NFT? Or are you talking about this Falcon comic that just dropped? You flipped your uncommon Spider-Man to one Falcon secret rare. Is that what you're talking about? If you did, I think that's a pretty solid job. I mean, you have other Spider-Man in that set, it looks like, so that's solid. And I do agree that this Falcon is underrated or undervalued. Willow in the building. Let's go, Willow. I'll tell you what, man. If you get this drop, you're looking at a pretty penny, I think. Fam rooting for you right now. I think the pressure's on Willow this drop. We got a minute 50. Let's go. Yeah, Willow, I hope you get this one, man. It's going to be a good one. It's going to sell out super quick. It all depends, Anupam. Great question. Do you think selling quickly is better than holding onto them and sell after dips and raise? So with ones that you don't love, I think you can get kind of risky with trying to day trade it, meaning like sell it off, wait for the dip, buy back. The ones that you don't love, I at least for me, the ones I don't love, I like to do that with. But the collectibles I love, I don't like to risk it. Rebounds, I haven't got one in a while. With the pineapple in there, pineapple gang, out there, it's wonderful. Z's World, if you sort all the collectibles oldest to newest, the first NFT is the Joe Batman. Doesn't that make it the real first NFT on VeVe? I'm not sure why that's the case. If you sort it from earliest and that shows up, but if you ask the team, they will tell you that Todd Batman is the first VeVe NFT. Drop is happening in 40 seconds. I'll get to more comments in a second. Punch, imagine if we just held and never sold. We're gonna see a lot more of those comments. Not the Todd. Yeah, Z, appreciate that super chat. I'm not sure why that is the case. I'm gonna record it. I'll get to that. I'll talk about it more after this drop. I'm gonna back out. I'm gonna come back in. We got 18 seconds. Good luck, everybody. 13 seconds. Oh man, I'm nervous. I love these drops. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Bye now. I don't think I got it. Nope. Oh man, I did a little double tap there. I pressed it a little bit early. Man. Oh, I want to redo so bad. So bad. I feel like I could have easily hit that one, man. Not easily hit it, but I feel like I could have definitely hit that one. Ah, I hate losing. I hate losing so much. All right, let's go over the replay. Man, I feel like I should have hit this. Let's see what I did wrong, guys. I did like a double tap. I tapped it once and I was a little too early. So I just did a little late one. Man. Nope. See that little, the smallest pause right there. If you can like see the buy now come up for a split second, then it's probably too late. Click. See, oh, man. 10 million on VeVe 2022. Watch. I like that. Yeah. Let's raise it. Punch. I'm saying 15 to 20 million by the end of this year. Yup. I mean, I don't see how it doesn't happen. I bought a common DeLorean, like a bean at 158. My only regret short term. Yeah, Harv, 158. That was like when it was running up, and that's okay. I mean, I think it's definitely going to get back up there. I think it's just below 100 right now. Try to imagine what's going to happen when we can start driving these in augmented reality. It's going to be huge. How about bot, bro? Definitely can't be using bots. I'm not sure what that comment's for, but let's get it, boys. Good luck. What is your best VeVe NFT holding for long term? There's a few of them. Todd Batman, Partner Statue, Marvel Comics #1, Common through the Secret Rare. If you go for the common, try to go for a low mint common. I look at that as like a high grade on one of those comics, and just look at what a high grade of those comics go for. I prefer the Rizzo over the Todd, smiley face from Clockwise. I think both look amazing. Rizzo is just so iconic looking, right? Just so powerful looking. Then you got Todd, right? Then you got Todd, just huge. If you guys ever want a physical collectible, you don't have one, you should go for a Todd. A little expensive now, about 1 to 2K for a V1. But if you are new into collecting and you just want to get a collectible, it's probably going to get you addicted to collecting. Order a Todd McFarlane Batman physical version. When you get that in the mail, it may change your life. Or at least your outlook on collecting. Demetrius, what's your strategy? So strategy for what, my man? I was going to time it again, Florian. I struck out big time. I feel like I had better luck earlier today. Whole fan room for Willow. Did anybody get it? No, stuck on the reserving order. Miss Rose got the spinning wheel of death today. The worst. My buy now is gone. Wow. Something happened with this drop. Love y'all. I'm going to go drown my sorrow in some escape. I don't know what that is. Seems like, yeah, everybody got the buy now button that disappeared. Yep, mine's gone too. Interesting. This one struck out crazy, or this one sold out crazy quick. I want to redo so bad. Oh no! I did not get one. Smash the like, folks. Appreciate that big time. Be lit. Be lit. Were you lit today? Did you get one? I did not, Julian. Nope. Missed out. Isn't that karma? I make a YouTube video on how to get these drops, and then I missed the next 2 drops. I had a feeling that would happen. I know, Rob. It's all good, brother. I mean, it's one of those things, my man, where we all wish we just emptied. Oh, I did empty the bank account. I ran up the credit card. I maxed this completely out, but I kind of wish I did just get like 100 Todds instead of going for like a whole bunch of different collectibles. But wow, I'm grateful I did what I did back then. JJ got the rebound. I don't know how you got a rebound, but shout out to you, my man. Yeah, it seems like everybody can't get it. Okay, so Willow still got his buy now button. That's good to know. So Willow still has his. Yep. So my guy never answered me, but he's going to answer me. It probably takes him like a day or something. So what I'm going to do for this giveaway is I'm going to do my comic book giveaway, and then I'm also going to do the Omi giveaway. And this is what I'm going to do, because I can't guarantee you that he's going to do it, but he said he was going to do it. So, and also, instead of him sending me the Omi and then I send it out to someone else, that's going to require so much gas fees nowadays. Now that we're on ETH, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the winner of the giveaway's wallet address. You can send it to me in the DM of Twitter or whatever. I'm going to send that wallet address to Rickard, and then that way Rickard can send out the Omi to that wallet, as opposed to him sending the Omi to me and then I send it to you. It's going to come right from Rickard. So I feel like that's a little bit better. And then also, my little caveat, in case the winner wins, I go to send it to him and he's like, you know what, he doesn't want to do it for whatever reason. If he doesn't want to do the Omi giveaway, I'll end up giving that winner one of my comic books instead. But I have a feeling this guy, shout out to Rickard if you're tuned in or if you're not. He seems pretty legit. He's helped me out with a bunch of giveaways before. So I think that's probably what I'll end up doing. I've been hearing too, the iPad Pro is, one of the best ones to use. So if you didn't get on that one, I don't know if anyone would have got one today. I don't even see the buy now on the rebound. What's the best way to get a rebound? Yep. So it looks like the rebound, is not even working for anyone today. Let me show you how to get around it. It's very hard to do, and you probably won't have much success. But this is one way to do it. If your buy now button is grayed out and it's only sold now or sold out, you can click here. Boom, you can try it. If it's still grayed out, it's just one of those things where you just got to go back, try it again. And I guess it's still going to happen every 4 minutes, but you're just going to have to go back and just keep trying it every 4 minutes and see if you get lucky and that buy now button pops up. Otherwise, it looks like there just are no rebound attempts today. Rickard. Z Brito said he texted me on Insta today. So, yeah, let me see if he answered me. Oh, he did, yes. Oh, wow. He sent me 10K yesterday, but it did not withdraw. Interesting. I don't think he understood my message about the gas fees involved. I kept my button. I usually lose it. Got ultra rare 228. Wow. Shout out to you, JJ. That's huge right there. JJ, you just got a pretty penny. Let me go over the details. The ultra rare. So the secret rare has 888 editions. The ultra rare has 1,688. So not only did you just luck out, JJ, but you got a low mint. 228 is a super low mint. Shout out to you, my man. That's going to be very valuable. Knew I had to have somebody get it on the live stream today. Let's go. Oh, man, K. Walker. This is a tough question. Spider-Man 2099 or Doom and Red Skull and finish those two sets. Whew. Originally, like when I first read this question, I wanted to say instantly Doom and Red Skull because I think Doctor Doom is going to be huge. Red Skull is Series 1. And you're finishing two sets. But Spider-Man 99, Secret Rare, first ever Secret Rare in Marvel Mighties. Woo! Doom's been chilling at like 1K. Red Skull's like right below 1K. Spider-Man 99 was like at 2K, 2.4. I do see Secret Rare Spider-Man 2099 going to like 5K. Man, it's a tough one. That's definitely a tough question right there. I don't think you can go wrong. I'm leaning towards... Man, I'm split like 50-50 on this one. I do have a Red Skull. I don't have Doom right now. Don't have Secret Rare Spider-Man 2099. I love that Secret Rare Spider-Man 2099. But Dr. Doom's iconic first appearance, Red Skull, Series 1. Man, that's a tough one right there, K. Walker. I really don't have the answer for that one. I've been saying this like all day. I don't think you can go wrong with that one. If you chose the Secret Rare Spider-Man, I think that's going to go up in value. I think if you chose Dr. Doom and Red Skull, you're getting more MCP points. But again, it's not just all about MCP points, right? But it's not just about that with this one. You have Dr. Doom as a legend, right? It's a legendary superhero character. Villain, I would say, I guess, right? Doom and Skull, they're amazing. Dube says Doom and Skull. Geo says, I'd say get the harder to get one before the moon. Also the more popular. Everyone's saying it's a hard one. Trust your gut. Both good moves. What do you think of the last Disney drop? I got Donald Mint 54. Do you think they'll rock it in the future? Wow, yes. Great job, Spyros. That's an amazing mint number right there. So even if you just got a regular mint, like a high mint number, Donald Duck, I think a first edition Donald Duck, that's going to be great. And the fact that you have a 54, that's huge right there, brother. I think, a low mint like that, sub 60, that's going to demand a lot of money right there. If there was 3 golden moments you could hold, what would they be, Jay? Wow, okay. Obviously, excluding Walt, right? We're not including Walt because that's a given. That would just take away a spot. That would make my job a little bit easier, I think. Man, all right. 3 golden moments. Wow, I couldn't go 4. You got to go 3. That means one's getting left out. All right, so golden moments. All right. Whoo. I go not in any order, but I'm going to say R2-D2, Elsa, and Homer. Those would be my 3. Now, I know people are going to be like, where's Mickey's hat? That's the 4th one. I mean, most people would probably choose Mickey's hat over Homer. But for me, it would be between Elsa and Mickey's hat, and then R2-D2, and then Homer. Homer because it's the first ever license, or it's the first ever NFT licensed by Disney that got released. Whether you say it's the first Disney character or whatever, when Disney released their first NFTs, that was the first one. It's the only one with the signature at the bottom. And I think it's even it's cooler, I think, because it's not a signature that says Homer, right? Kind of like the first edition cards that I think are amazing do. They say Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck. This is the creator of the Simpsons signature. This is Matt Groening. So I think having the creator of the Simpsons signature means a little bit more. It's the only one with the signature. Those are just me. Now, popularity-wise, it may be Elsa and Mickey's hat, and then R2D2. But for me, I think it's R2D2, Homer, and then it's between that Mickey Sad or Elsa. And I'm gonna go Elsa. And to answer this, been thinking all day. It's tough. Yeah, K Walker, man, that's a tough question right there. Doctor Doom or Red Skull and Secret of Spider-Man 99. All three are gonna do well. So, I mean, if you go Secret of Spider-Man, are you going to be really upset if Doctor Doom takes off 3K, Red Skull 2K? I think Doctor Doom could get to 5K. Secret of Spidey, I could see that being a 5 to 10K collectible. So decisions are hard, man. I'm leaning Doctor Doom and Red Skull, but if you're going to be more happy with that Secret Rare Spidey 2099, first ever Secret Rare Marvel Mighty, if there is a game, I'm sure that's going to be highly sought after, but so will Doom. So, yeah, the Skunky asked the question. Anybody know how the new waiting room drop is going to work? I don't understand it. Yup, I'll kind of explain it if I understand it pretty well. So, like the drops have today, where you have the countdown, like 3, 2, 1, buy now. If you don't hit it in that second, you get no drop, right? The way I understand it is when that countdown happens and it gets to 0, instead of saying buy now, it'll probably say enter room. And you'll probably have 5 to 10 minutes to enter the room when the countdown hits. I'm hoping like 5 minutes. Or maybe even just a minute. I think the smaller window that they have will be a little bit more exciting. If they had like a 20-minute window, it won't be exciting, in my opinion. But if they had like a 1-minute window, maybe 5-minute window, I guess, for people who are older or have really, really slow connection, whatever the case may be. But it'll be like a 5-minute window. Think about it. And I'll say, like, instead of buy now, it'll say enter room, I think. Then everybody enters that room. And now you probably have 300,000 people, 500,000 people all in one room together. And then it'll eventually just distribute a random collectible to the random people. Now, there's a drop lottery system to where maybe you wanted to wager, say, a whole bunch of master collector program points, right? Say if you wanted to wager, I don't know how that's going to work, maybe 10,000 master collector program points, right? You'll be able to wager that before the drop happens, before you get into that room. And then it's going to give you, or you can buy lottery tickets with your master collector program points to give you a better chance. And so when you enter the room of getting those master collector program points, lottery tickets, you're going to be in the same room with all these other people who are doing the same thing. So you're going to be kind of competing against people who have master collector program points. But that way it gives you a better chance at locking in the drop when it gets randomly distributed. So I hope that explanation kind of helps. I know it's kind of all over the place, but it's basically like a little waiting window. That's huge, as JD would say. Yeah, 54 Donald is lit. 3 R2s. Dude said his 3 golden moments he would hold are 3 R2s. That's hilarious. I have some golden moments I want to sell for Disney card. What do you think? Thanks. I think you should keep as many Disney moments, golden moments, as you possibly can. But if you have a couple of duplicates, getting a couple of cards, I think not the worst idea. I think if you could get the card some other way, it would be better. But if you have no other way, I think getting, Mickey Mouse first edition is going to be huge. All the characters will be huge. These are first editions of these characters. I'm sure we're going to see first appearance of these characters in 3D collectible form. I will keep one golden moment set, of course. Yeah, definitely. Dev said Homer and Bart hands down because dope. Getsy says, for me, I love the Mickey hat. I grew up watching Fantasia. Yeah, absolutely. And I can completely understand that. Why not Iron Man, though? The only golden Marvel. That's a great point right there. And I think that's why they did have the Avengers whole logo, right, with Iron Man. I think that's a good one. Now, just me personally, this is just my personal opinion again, K Walker. I was never the biggest fan of Iron Man growing up. It's not like, I'm a huge, big-time Iron Man fan. Do I like him? Yeah, Sure, but I'm not like it's not like Batman for me. But again, that's just my personal preference, something I wasn't huge into when growing up. So just as a personal collector of mine, I still think it'll do great though. I think it'll do well. Like you said, it's the only Marvel golden moment. And they have these golden moments for all their different categories, right? The Simpsons for their Fox, right? Um, you obviously have the Disney animation studios. You have a whole bunch of other ones. You have the Pixar categories, right? The Avengers logo with Iron Man. That's the Marvel golden moments. Hey, Willow says, I only have four. He only has four, right? Only four. Willow's little stunt right here. See, this is great though. He's got Walt. He got Walt on the drop. This is amazing. To be an original owner of Walt Disney, I think is going to be iconic. He has Walt, Elsa, C3PO, which I got on the drop, and then I had a cop Homer in the secondary for like 1K. That's amazing. 1,500 total into them all. Blessed. That's all you can say right there, my man Willow. Blessed. Elsa has Walt's pen on her foot. Yup. Well, now that was brought up earlier in when probably around when Disney got dropped. I think it's been clarified that actually it hasn't been clarified just yet. People think it's like a sculpting tool. Maybe it's a pen. Trevor says he can't tell us what that is. I think it was at Decon, right? Shout out to, was it Decon? Yeah, I think it was Randy, right? Randy went up to, shout out to Randy. I think it was Randy who went up to Trevor and asked him, what's on Elsa's foot? And Trevor said, I can't tell you what that is. So we're all kind of speculating. It is something. I think we're going to be able to carve our signature in it on the bottom of these. Or maybe when we go to an event, maybe someone else will be able to carve their signature in one of these. Maybe that's what the secret is for the anniversary of Disney. The pen or the sculpting tool gets unlocked. Sheesh. 16-minute rebound coming up. We're at the 22-minute mark now. I'm kind of late. Again, every 4 minutes, so you'll have another opportunity. Good question. 2 Goofies or 1 ultra rare Steamboat Willie? Wow, Julian. Me personally, I'm going ultra rare Steamboat Willie. But maybe you play the market. Maybe you try to time it. You go for the Goofies because they're hot. And you go for 2 Goofies now, 3K each. The good thing about going 2 Goofies is you're going to have a liquidable collectible at that point. If you go for that 1 ultra rare Steamboat Willie, which I think is an iconic collectible, say that goes up to 20K. Now you're kind of stuck, right? An amazing collectible, but now you have the hardest decision of your life. Sell it at 20K and never see it again, or keep it and not profit from it. When you have 2 Goofies, you pay 3K each. I don't see it going down to like 2K, 1K. I see it only probably going up. Maybe it doesn't go to 20K, but it's probably going to go to 5 to 10K maybe. So at that point, you have 2 Goofies that say it does go to 10K, maybe 5K. You can always sell one off, still have the other one. But I think Ultra Rare Steamboat is probably a safer bet long term. So again, do you want to keep one for the collection or do you want to maybe profit off one later? These are the tough decisions that we're going to have to think about. I think he meant he has 4 of those golden moments, dudes. And one of them was Walt. The other one was the Elsa, C3PO, and Homer. Maybe I'm wrong and Willow's just stunting on all of us with 4 Walts. I got Doom for 500 gems, and I'm ecstatic about that. Yeah, that's a great buy right there, Remy. Great buy. I got Pluto 486. That's a great mint right there. You got a sub 500. That's not a floor collectible, meaning whatever the floor is at, that's definitely going to be more valuable. I feel it should upwards of 2 to 3K once Goofy picks up. Thoughts? That's a great estimate right there. Yeah, I'm surprised it's actually below 1K. I think it should be above 1K right now. And yeah, exactly. It's going to probably follow Goofy, the secret rare. Sold my low mint Green Goblin for $15.50 on the drop and got low mint ultra rare Storm, great buy, and Deadpool, which is an FA, and Minnie Mouse. Minnie Mouse, oh, first edition card. That's an amazing move right there. Now, I love Green Goblin. I think it's one of my favorite mighties for sure. But for your moves that you just made, I think that's a great move. You could always buy back Green Goblin later for the floor, maybe a high mint or something like that. But being able to get that ultra rare Storm, I don't have that one, but I think it's a great collectible for a few different reasons. The FA of a pretty big character, if you knew Storm or not. I mean, it's an X-Men character. And this is the first X-Men that got released. So even though Wolverine's going to be big time and it may cause a little bit of a dip, I mean, once all of them get released, people are going to want to take pictures with, stack them together, all the X-Men together. So Storm's going to be the first X-Men people want. I think that's a good move right there. Deadpool, I'm not the biggest fan of Deadpool, but I know it's an iconic superhero character that a lot of people love. FA of Deadpool, I think, will be great. Minnie Mouse first edition. You guys know I'm big on those first edition cards. Punch is having convos with other people in different languages. I can't understand. What time's the giveaway? I'm going to be doing the giveaway right after the market opens, I would say. We can start the giveaway now. I was just going to catch up on some of the chats. Don't feel stupid, Miss Rose. Sold it for 1,900 gems. I mean, think about it. You took profits, right? I'm not sure what you bought it at. Probably a lot cheaper than that. I mean, that's a big come up right there. So you can use those gems now and invest it in a whole bunch of different things. You probably already done that. So it's not like you did anything wrong. It's just hard to time the tops of these, you know? A lot of times these collectibles don't even have tops. Just minor little accumulation periods where they're just going to kind of stay flat. I think every year all these collectibles are just going to keep going up. So you can't hold on to everything unless your pockets are unlimited. So we will have to be forced to make some tough decisions, you know, when to let go of some collectibles and reinvest in some other things. Absolutely, Jabe. I know you're going to get one of them eventually, for sure. Listening to your explanation, will this not turn new people off if the master collectors get priority? Well, Robbie Remington, that's the whole thing of the master collector program. It rewards the collectors. I mean, it's a collecting app. That's what the app is made for collectors. So the people who are going to get rewarded are collectors. And so, like I said, this new drop system is going to make the chances for everybody more fair. But this is why a lot of people have been saying that the people who have been complaining about the drops, you may not be happier with the new drop system, because if you think you can't get the drops now, I mean, what are the chances of you getting a drop when it's randomly distributed and there's 500,000, maybe 1 million people in the same queue window as you? The only way to really guarantee a drop is to buy the lottery tickets to increase your chances with the Master Collector Program points. So those people who have a ton of Master Collector Program points will be able to use them to better their chances to secure those drops in the future. Now, the good thing about that is it restarts your points every 6 months. So it's not like the whales will have unlimited points. But that's why I've been saying it's so crucial, I think, to build a foundation of sets and MCP points, a little bit of a combination. So that way, every 6 months, you get a certain amount of MCP points automatically without trying to race around and get this collectible for this amount of points and so on. I'm pretty far behind in these chats, so I'm trying to catch up. There are some amazing stories how people got drops. Very cool. Market is open. Let's go. You guys messing with me, dudes? Geo says the market's been open. All right, so we're a little late. All right, let's see what these are going for, guys. All right, the rare is going for 200. The ultra rare is going for 245, and the secret rare is going for 670. Pretty cheap compared to what I thought. Interesting. I thought, the secret rare would be a lot more expensive. I think it could be an opportunity. But again, we'll see. Maybe they dip. Maybe, the demand's not there. Let's see how many have been delivered. So the rare, all of them been delivered. Yeah, all of them been delivered. Market's quick on these. Drop a like for JD, VeVe fan. Appreciate that big time. Johnny, you always make selling off my collectibles easier, my friend. Ultra rare is only $30 more than the rare. Market open. I think, Steven, I think it is too late to move the OMI to the VeVe app. I think what's going to happen now is they're going to open up a bridge website. Yeah, Jabe, that's one thing. That's why a lot of people are kind of unsure about this new drop system. You speak about MCP points, but can we already win points? You mean win points by like gain points right now? So Jim, this is actually a great question. Yeah. So right now you're actually I didn't talk about this either. So all the points when the Master Collector program gets launched and it's officially and they make an announcement, all right, it's here. All the points that you've been ever since you opened the VeVe app and create an account, you're gonna have points that have been accruing. So all these points are retroactive, meaning if you open the account, I'm not sure when you joined Jim, but say in the summer, you've been here since say July. When the Master Collector program hits and it's finally here, all those points retroactively for all the commons, uncommons, comics, the sets that you've been getting, you're going to be earning, you're going to be earning retroactive points for all of them that you. So right now you're getting points. If you're leaving comments in the feed, liking pictures, you're getting points without even seeing them. So that's kind of the caveat right now. Nobody can see how many MCP points they have. And I think they're doing this because they want to reward the people who have been loving this app organically, right, this whole time. And that's basically like me and a whole bunch of other people that have been here for a while. So I think people like that are going to get rewarded big time. So you are earning points right now, Jim, basically is what I'm trying to say. And then once that gets started and it's here, all those points will be rewarded to you retroactively. Super fast delivery. Yeah, man, that's the thing, Doctor Strange. It's another. I feel like as transparent as they can be, they don't want to give out everything because of that reason, like you just said. Yeah, a paid subscription. Yep, absolutely. So those people who are in the Master Collector program, the top X%, I forget the exact percentage, those people will automatically be enrolled in the MCP program. And then if you're not, you can have a subscription to the MCP program. Yeah, now the prices are starting to fly. I think people realize that they all got delivered. Yeah, secret rare. You're the Rat is now 1.3K. It was just like $600. Can you guys believe that? Crazy low. Unbelievable. Oh, that's a solid. That's a great buy, Gio. Knight Rider. Those are good mint numbers right there. I think the prices are too low for those mints. Like if you look in the market right now, what they're selling for, I think a little bit too cheap. The latest MCP information, great question. So you can Google Master Collector Program VeVe 1.0. And then the first thing that should pop up is the VeVe Master Collector Program Volume 1.0. And it's going to give you the summary. It's going to go into all the details. What's going on, Jordan C? Appreciate that. Super chat. Hi, man. I got another email from VeVe after sending them KYC, and it's still cold. Generic message with no proof. I messaged you on Twitter a few minutes ago and would appreciate your help in any way. Thank you, Jordan C. Yeah, I'll definitely get to this. I'll try to send your information to somebody on the team and see if we can and see if we can get it situated for you. Yep, Jordan C. All right, I just got your message. I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna forward to someone on the team, see if they can look into it for you. So definitely stay posted in the next day or two. Hopefully, I'm able to get back to you either on Twitter or on here. Most likely a Twitter DM or something like that. I'll try to take care of it as soon as this live stream's off. Oh, Miss Rose, the market's still closed. All right, so one thing you can do that's probably going to help. So the market should be open for everyone. So if you're in there and the market's not open, close your VeVe app, like just boom, exit it out, and then that way you can come back in here. And when you come back in the VeVe app, the market should be open. Sometimes you have to close the app for it to happen. KJ just said, guy from a group I'm in has a bot. He had 19 comics earlier and just now got 22 blind boxes. KJ, what you should let me know what his information is. Like what's his VeVe username? Do you know his VeVe username by chance? Focus up, focus up. There we go. It's about my disabled account. I appreciate that, Jordan, for letting me know. Try it's still closed. Maybe it's only closed for me. Interesting. Miss Rose, are you sure? You're probably like, I'm sure. I'm looking at my phone. Try closing all of your apps. Every app that you have open right now, just exit it out. And then when you open VeVe, it should work again. Yeah, KJ, do you have his Discord name? That might help out. Tell her to restart her phone. Yeah, I've never had to restart my phone for it to work. So I'm not sure why that would happen. I know for me, a lot of times I just have to exit out my app. Bot finding new show coming to you March 2022. That's hilarious. I feel like it's not as focused up for some reason. I think that's a little bit better. Oh, maybe that's it. Yeah, your phone holds cookies. Maybe that's it. Starting phone. Use his greed to get his username. Tell him you want to send him gems so he can get you one on the next drop. DM him. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that would be huge right there, actually. I've seen a lot of like questionable questions lately, last couple days. I think the bot users are starting to watch my live streams. They're getting pissed that Johnny's beating them. Price prediction for the rare tiger, Mikhail. Yeah, I'm looking at the rare tiger right now. I feel like the price action has been crazy on this, right? Look at the secret rare. It was down to $600 and then it ran up to like 1.4K in seconds. I think whales are playing games right now. And the ultra rare was low, went up to 358. The rare tiger was as low as like 180, and then it skyrocketed to 250, what it's at right now. I think the rare tiger is probably a good buy at 240, but we'll see what happens. Maybe it keeps dipping lower before it goes back up. Not too sure. Yep, 60 people. Great idea. Thanks for reminding me. Let's start the giveaway. So if anyone's new, just write your YouTube username like Mikhail. If she wanted to get entered in the giveaway, she would just write Mikhail. So if anyone wants to get started with the giveaway, you can just write your username in. Let's go. I didn't have to say that too many times. You guys are already ahead of me. Let's go. Harry. Geo. Dio Neo. You got Harvey Dent. Joshua with the Sado. I have a feeling he's going to get lucky today. Let's go. Miss Rose is in. Restarting helps. I'm in. Miss Rose, I'm going to put you in there. Hopefully you get lucky today again. Cool, Mo. I've never had to restart my entire phone for it to work. That's interesting that that happened to you. But, I mean, it does, I guess, make sense. Ooh, solid move, Willow. Solid move. That's the one that I wanted to get. That Pane, the rare tiger Pane. Yep, I'm gonna write Mikhail. Mr. Locknet. I saw Deej right before him. DEEJ. Got you, brother. We got Artie. What's going on, Artie? A guy, Doctor Strange in the building. LA Omi homies. Are you from LA? Out to the West Coast. Hey, Tony's back in the chat. Let's go. Tony's new name is Tony Funko Todd. He's responsible for getting everybody into the Funko Pops, the top and farther Funko Pops. Only 13 likes. Let's run up the likes, guys. Appreciate that big time punch. Led Jess. A lot of the viewers are probably from people from my hometown. Hating on the fact that they didn't get in when I told them, and now they're like, wow, Pro the Doge is in VeVe. I should have listened to Johnny. Again, guys, this is going to be hopefully an Omi giveaway. I'm going to send the winner, or I'm going to have the winner send me their Omi wallet address, probably on Bitforex is probably the best case scenario. And then I'm going to send that wallet address to Rickard Broma, and then he's going to send you the Omi. That way, it's going to eliminate a bunch of gas fees from him sending it to me and then sending it to you. And worst case scenario, if that ends up not being the case with the Omi, which I think it should be. If not, then I'm just going to end up giving one of my comics to you guys. But there's going to be 2 giveaways. One of my comics is going to be a guaranteed part of the giveaway. And then just in case if anything happens with the other, already got JJ in there. The other Omi giveaway. Like I said, I'm just going to give my comic at that point then. Miss Rose, I already got you. Got Getsy. Oh, we got a bunch of people joining live now for the giveaway. Kirkland. We got Willow. Willow's been here. Willow's going to hit a huge drop, and the chat's going to go crazy. That's what's cool about the chats too. I mean, everybody who consistently comes in. I mean, we all kind of get to know each other, so we're all kind of rooting for each other. Flaps, let's go! I love when Flaps joins. Flaps a new user who's been doing well. It's killing it. How'd you go, man? Did you get it? No, so I missed all day today, Flaps. I missed in the morning the comics. Thought I was gonna hit on the second drop today, but struck out too. Picked up a 3-digit common mint on the comic book today, and then I haven't picked up any of these panes. Let's go. Loving the energy here. Appreciate you for tuning in, Mikhail. Q Diggity. Q Diggity dog. 05. Almost there. Almost there. Z Brito is not in. Now he is. Got Dubes. D's World. I think so. Those are super low mints, Knight Rider. 81 and 94 for 350 each. I could see that being like the floor soon. Yeah, the floor is already 320. I think those are amazing buys. Knight Rider is killing it. Jose Ramirez. Rob Rim. Excuse me. Makes sense. I would say the Year of the Tiger ones seem pretty cheap right now. Those are the ones that I want. I don't have enough to get it right now. Clockwise. Let's go, West Coast. Thank you for that. Appreciate that big time. Appreciate that big time, KJ. Appreciate that. VVBR. man. Hate to see that when that happens. I see 58 likes right now. Let's go. Ran up the likes. Appreciate y'all big time. Dirk Atkins. Looks like Manny 2000 could be a bot. Bro, you giving away billions, giving up that Omi. Yeah, I know. Trust me, this is not my Omi. I wouldn't be able to give away any of mine. But again, this is coming from Rickard Broma. I'm not telling you guys how much he has or anything like that, but he's been a sponsor of the live streams. He wants to. I talked to him a little bit more. I got to know him just a tad bit. He talked about how he really wants to give back to a lot of these OGs. He said he found VeVe from us, and he's been doing amazing with the Omi and the VeVe. So he's loving it. He wants to kind of reward and just give back to a lot of these OGs. So once I heard that, I was like, wow, this guy's amazing. So Rickard Broma on Instagram. And he's helped out, donated a lot to the live streams, to the giveaways. So, William Paratree, you are in here. Kryptonite 786. Ooh, yep. VeVe Lord. First giveaway is going to be. Yep, absolutely. The first one's going to be the comic book, my comic book. She says you're going to give away a future $10,000. Let's go. That's a fact. And honestly, it's probably going to be more than $10,000. How often do you stream? Every day. Pretty much every day. I'm trying to do content every single day. I stream all the drops. So every time there's a drop on VeVe, you can guarantee I'll be streaming it. No problem, fan. The live streams are super chill. Appreciate that big time. A lot of people just come and hang out, even if they're not going for the drops. Mike H. Let's go. Brendan Z. He's outlawed. He's not allowed to enter these. I'm just kidding. I just entered you, brother. Shout out to KJ, the bot assassin. That's a fact. Are these long-term holds? For the Pane, I think so. It may take a while for them to appreciate value, but I'm not sure. I think these are more so geared to different cultures. And I think once a bunch of these different communities and cultures come to the VeVe app, I think they're going to really like these because the Lunar New Year is a big deal. It may not be to you or to me personally, but there's a lot of different cultures out there that celebrate it. So that's a fact. All right, guys. So for this first giveaway, again, nothing too crazy. This first one is just going to be one of my common comic books. And then the second one is going to be the Omi giveaway, hopefully. And again, let me just go over it one more time. I'm going to have the winner of the second spin, the giveaway for the Omi. I'm going to have the winner of that DM me your Omi wallet address, and I'm going to send that to Rickard. And then hopefully he'll be able to send that Omi from his account to yours. And for whatever the case, if he decides not to do it at the end, I'll give you guys or give that winner another comic book. So here's the first spin. Again, guys, this is the giveaway for my comic book, Incredible Hulk. Let's go. How many people? 45 people in here. Junior Sanchez. Is Junior Sanchez in the building still? Could you imagine if Miss Rose won it again? I see her name up there. Is Junior here? Let's go! Big time. Let me just make sure. Yep. Let's go. Let's go. I like to see that. I hate when the winner wins and they're not here. Let's go. All right, Junior, what is your VeVe username? Let me know your VeVe username, then I'm going to send it out to you. And then we'll get started on the big giveaway. This is exciting just to get ready to give it out. Especially because, I mean, who doesn't want more Omi right now? Right? It's so funny because everybody in the VeVe community, like we all are so bullish on obviously VeVe and Omi to where we're like, I think all of us are looking at everyday things in prices of Omi because we all know where this is going. So like every single purchase you do in real life, you may think about it like, wait, that's a couple $100. That's a lot of Omi. I know for me, that's the case. Junior, that's it. All right, so this comic book dipped a little bit, got up to like 20, and now it's dipped back down a little bit on this dip. Junior, so you do have a profile picture, right? Brennan said doorman at the door. There's so many like inside jokes with the chat that we have now. I'm just thinking about all the new users, thinking like, what is this guy talking about? Doorman. All right. Boom. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to Junior with the tank top. Yep. I saw you. Awesome. Awesome. Is this for 10 million Omi? I wish. Could you imagine that? 10 million Omi, I'd be getting jealous of them. I would probably enter my name on the giveaway. All right. Brandon said he's saving his luck for Omi. My eyes start turning up there. I was crying so hard. Claw Man. Yeah, that's what I mean. Claw Man. Claw Man was probably one of the funniest moments because I literally had no idea who Clawman was. So funny. All right. I'm going to take a picture of this one. Let's hope we get a winner. Now, I'm going to use the probably Bit4x wallet just because we can't send it to the VeVe wallet right now, the VeVe Omi wallet. So we'll get it situated. Whatever wallet, I mean, you're able to hold Omi in. So this is for the big giveaway right here, guys. Let's go. Shout out to the winners. Shout out to the contestants. Now, hopefully get a good winner here. I think this guy had a lucky day today. So close to Miss Rose. Sorry, Miss Rose. Joshua Tasato. Well, I want the full spin to be on her. All right, here we go. I think this guy had a lucky day today. So close to Miss Rose. Sorry, Miss Rose. Let's go. Oh, he's here today. Let's go. Brendan wants to re-roll. I have the power. Joshua, what happened today? Did you win a giveaway recently or did you just get a drop? I can't remember. I feel like your name popped up recently, though. I feel like something great happened to you. Recently. I don't know if it was a drop that you hit first time in a while or what, but I feel like you hit something recently. All right, I just sent the video to my guy Rickard Broma. All right, where is he at? Where is he at? Junior sending him a congrats. I will tweet you my address on Twitter later. If you tweet it, you may get some publicity out of that one. You may get some people sending you some random Omi. You could tweet it or you could DM me it. Yeah, I had the issue with sending before, and and you got the drop today. Wow. Okay, that's what it was. You got the drop today then. I knew there was something. I felt like your name popped up for a couple things today. Yep, Joshua with the Sato. Oh, did you win the Go token giveaway? Oh, I think you did win the Go token giveaway. But yeah, Joshua, just send me your Omi wallet address. Make sure it's the one on Bitforex and everything. It's all situated. And then I'm going to send that to Rickard Broma. And then I'm going to have him send you the Omi. That way he doesn't have to send it to me because that's going to cost a lot of gas fees. Before we actually got on ETH, we could send Omi to anybody and it would cost like nothing. But now that we're on ETH, I think there is a pretty big gas fee. Shout out to Essentially Crypto. That's Ian. If you guys want some more VeVe YouTube content, make sure you guys follow him. He was the one to let me know, maybe it's not the best idea you sending it all around because now we're on ETH. Now we have the gas fee. So, and again, like I said, worst case scenario, he doesn't want to do the giveaway or something. I'll end up sending you, Joshua, a comic book. But I think we're okay. I think we're gonna be able to work this out. Yeah, I think so too, Brendan. I do too. I think that's a great buy right there, K Walker, Secret Rare today. I think these prices are going to get out of reach quick. Josh has a spin bot. He has a spin bot. Take it easy, Miss Rose. Thanks for tuning in today. Almost won it too. You almost won that. Yeah, it used to just be one Omi. Now it's a pretty big fee, I think. Yeah, definitely a Secret Rare comic. That the Secret Rare today, I think, is a good steal too. I mean, the Secret Rare Pane of stamps and also the Secret Rare comic book, I think, are good steals. My lips are getting so chapped. I can't see this comment. Montage. I think it costs 10K Omi fees to move it out of Bitforex, by the way. Yeah, exactly. Yep. So that's why I think we're going to just have Rickard send it because if he was to send it to me, send it out, like, there'd just be a lot. So we'll probably do that. Joshua, we'll definitely link up in the Twitter DMs. And we'll get that situated right after this live stream. Awesome. I mean, that was the first time we did an Omi giveaway. Shout out to you, Joshua. I think that's going to be huge. I mean, it's just amazing to give out Omi. I think 10,000 Omi could definitely be over $10,000 one day. So hodl strong. I'm going to be signing out. Appreciate you guys big time for tuning in today. Awesome 2 live streams. Hope some new people were able to learn some new things today. Hope everybody who's tuned in for a while. Maybe you've been striking out on a lot of drops. Hopefully you're able to lock one in today. And if not, better luck next time. I think there is a drop tomorrow. The Imperial Dragons. I think the art on these look amazing. I think the physical versions too on these dragons that are dropping tomorrow could be around a couple thousand to a few $1,000s based on the individual aesthetics. I think one's made out of crystal I saw or something like that. So I think these are kind of expensive and they could do pretty well in VeVe. I know I'm excited to have them in my showroom. Dr. Strange, let me know the time of day determines the gas price also. That's a very good point. Hey, Brandon with the Discord. Let's go. Absolutely. So I appreciate definitely everybody tuning in today. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow. Another drop, another opportunity. Every drop is another opportunity. So appreciate you guys big time. I'm signing out. It's your boy, Johnny Dunn. We out.